everybody, welcome back. This is Adam with EmotiveDirect.com, and I've got a fun day planned for you guys today. I'm here at the Utah Motorsports campus, formerly known as Miller Motorsports Park, and I'm here with the Porsche Club of America on a DE day, driver education, and I'm going to be doing some instructing today, helping guys and gals get the most out of their car. And if you've never looked into a DE day with the Porsche Club of America, I think you definitely should. It's you know, Porsche Club as an entity is probably one of the most organized car clubs in the country, and they offer these types of days for anybody really. You don't necessarily have to have a Porsche, and you can come out and play on the track. There's instructors available to you like myself, and yeah, it's just a way to hang out with good people. Get to put your car on the track, push it to the limits, push yourself to the limits in a safe, controlled environment. So that's what we're going to be doing today, and yeah, I mean, the cars are starting to show up. Gorgeous day here. I think we're going to have some fun. The coolest thing about the Porsche Club, and really any sort of track day like this, is when you come out, you know, a lot of people are worried that you know, they're going to be grouped in with run groups, that, you know, a lot faster cars are out there with them, a lot more professional drivers are out there, and that they're going to be, you know, basically kicked off the track because they're too slow. And the reality is, when you come out to an event like this, it's very well organized. You're put into beginner, intermediate, and advanced groups. So you're sort of grouped together with other people that are similar in your experience level and car capabilities. And so there's also designated passing zones and stuff. So you're really not competing for position on the track. Everybody's out there for the same goal, which is to get out, have fun, push themselves a little bit to the limit, push their cars to the limit, and just get better and go from there. So it's kind of a neat thing that you're able to just come out and go at your own pace, and it's not as intimidating as most people would think. So if you ever have an opportunity to come out to an event like this, you know, you can sign up through the Porsche Club. Again, you don't have to just own a Porsche to come to one of these. You can own any type of vehicle and come out and participate in the Porsche Club events. And it's just a neat way to be at the racetrack. I mean, just look at all these cars. It's just, you know, sensory overload sometimes. Just seeing all these cars in their natural habitat, as I say. So this is just so cool, being here, being around all these cars, and being around all these Porsches. For me personally, is just a perfect way to spend a Saturday afternoon with this kind of weather. I want to show you one car here real quick. So this Boxster, I actually have some history with. So this was a car that a client locally asked me to source for him, to locate for him. And he knew that he was going to turn it into a race car. So we actually bought this car at the auction in Las Vegas, and we bought it as a you know, good, clean, used car. And then the folks at Tatum Racing here in Salt Lake completely stripped the car down and built it up into this gorgeous race car that you see here. And I'll be competing with this car myself in my series later in the year, but it's got the Martini stripes, available for rent. Yes, you can rent race cars, but this is a good looking car. right, guys. I am here with Sergio. Sergio is my student for the day, and we've been having some fun. Sergio has never been out to Utah Motorsports campus, and you've also never been on a racetrack before, correct?
Never been.
So maybe tell everybody, like, what did you expect? What are you going through, and are you having fun?
Having a lot of fun for sure. What I was expecting the most is lose some of my fear.
Yeah.
Because I know the car can do wonderful things, but I definitely was scared of taking the car there. So first time was a little scary. Second time gets a little better.
Yeah.
You can go a little faster, and when you have a great instructor, even better.
Yeah. And it's kind of neat because, you know, when you came out, you're very timid. Our first session, actually, it's always a little bit of an exploratory session to get comfortable. But between the first session and the second session, drastic changes. And usually when you're going through this kind of training and stuff, this is the phase where you make big leaps in education. And as you get better, you make smaller leaps. But are you having fun? And, like, you know, is this because this is your first time doing it?
First time, yes, first time. A lot of fun. Plan to be back. I think in June we have another event. Plan to be here.
And so this is your car, right?
This is
so
my car.
let's look at your car real quick. Tell us about the car. What did you when did you buy it?
First of all, I bought it because I love the color.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like it. I love it. I think it's a wonderful color. It's not a very common color, so you don't see 10 or 20 of them every day. I actually never seen another one yet. So.
I haven't. I deal in a lot of Porsches, and I don't think I've seen this color.
So it's nice also that the wife doesn't like it, so she never drives.
Yeah, that's funny how that works.
But it is a very fun car to drive.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, thanks for coming out and joining us with the Porsche Club here. So again, we still got a rest of a whole day here's worth of learning to do. So we're gonna go out and have some more fun, and maybe we'll give them an update at the end of the day.
That's wonderful.
Cool. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Adam.
Yep. Okay, guys, I just wrapped up with the PCA instructing for the day, and I think it was mission accomplished, getting my student to be as quick as he could possibly be. So I feel like I would just take a moment here and stop by, see my friends at Tatum Racing. These are the guys that actually maintain our race car, the Boxster, the red Boxster that you've seen in my showroom. And it's just great to have these guys on the property here at Utah Motorsports campus, because you never know when something's going to go wrong with the car and you need to get it fixed quickly, and you don't want to bag the whole weekend. So these guys are just usually a godsend when coming to the track and playing around. I'll give you a quick little tour here of their facility, and yeah, enjoy. This is a purpose-built race car right now. I know the owner of this car is starting to debate on whether he should keep it as a race car or take it off the track and let it be a street car, because the values on these are starting to go pretty crazy. But this is a pretty cool car. And a quick car. And then you've got the coveted GT3 Cup car, and this was a purpose-built car. This is a car you order directly from Porsche if you want to go racing and you have the budget to do so. But this is a 996 Cup car. It's all business in there. And this is a well-known car as well that they've built, the Caymans Caymans are starting to become very popular on the track. The values are starting to come down where they're obtainable for guys to build into race cars. Check this thing out. It's got the PDK transmission. And from what I understand, these are really reliable cars. And an 0944 here. I mean, there's something just so cool about like a real race shop. You know, these guys, like I said, they've been around. The Tatum boys have been around for a long time. If you could just sit down and talk to them for 10 minutes and hear their stories, you'd want to spend all day hearing all the stories that they've got, where they've been, who they've dealt with, professional names, all the real deal. And it's just so cool to be in an authentic race shop. You know, I don't think it can get more authentic than this, but it's just so cool to check out. I just love seeing all the, you know, all the parts and all the pieces, and they've got all these spare parts and all their tools. Just something very cool about all this. And again, the history that they have, maintaining cars, building cars, racing cars themselves. It's just such a neat thing. You know, this is what passion looks like. A lot of times passion doesn't make sense, but people figure it out. They make a living doing it. And if you build it, they will come, right? If you're in the Salt Lake area, you happen to be in the area and you need Porsche work done, I mean, these guys are pretty specialized. You know, these guys are like the Navy SEALs of Porsche technicians. I mean, they know everything about Porsche, and you know, if you ever need service or anything like that, you can call the guys up and they'll definitely take care of it. And they're probably the most relaxed guys you can deal with. But again, I just got to show you the view. I mean, you walk out there, race shop, and that's the best view in the house right there. So, very, very cool. Okay guys, well, looks like I'm gonna wrap up my day here at Utah Motorsports campus in Twilla, Utah. And I gotta tell you, you know, these kind of events, any sort of formal organized track event is just an absolute riot. If you've got any sort of performance car and you've had any itch to get out and push the limits of your car, this is the way to do it. It's a safe, professional, controlled environment, and you just have an absolute blast. Plus, you get to enjoy the scenery. I mean, this is one of the prettiest racetracks in the country, and the facilities here are top notch. And you get to hang out with some cool people, like-minded folks, make some friends, learn some stuff about your car, learn some stuff about performance on the track, and just have an all-out blast. I can't think of a better way to spend a Saturday afternoon. So anyway, thanks again for subscribing to the channel, and I look forward to seeing you very soon. Thanks.